Welcome everybody to the Specialty Crop Block Grant Program Farm Tour. It's also the annual Nebraska Fruit and Vegetable Growers Association's annual picnic. We're expecting about 70 people today, so they may be coming as they do come in. If you haven't had a chance to do so already, go ahead and sign in that sign-in sheet when you get nearby the table over there. We do have an agenda that we can. We do have a few extra copies and make a copy for everybody, but kind of gives you a layout of what we're planning to do today. We're here at the home of Terry and Kathy Labs' location, Tomato Acres. They have done a unique project doing a shade structure that they built here on this program. I'll talk a little bit about the Specialty Crop Block Grant Program, and it's a program that is federally funded through, administered through the Department of Agriculture. It's funded through the USDA, and this is a program that's been around for a number of years, since about, I think, 2007, and we as a state Department of Agriculture submit a state plan every year. And in one of our plans that we submitted back in 2010, 2011 I believe, our intent was to design a project that would give an opportunity for Nebraska produce growers to provide them with some seed money in terms of financial funding to help them build a season extension project. As many of you know, Nebraska is a wide state consisting of 77,000 square miles across the state with different climates, semi-arid to humid continental, and also including a lot of different topographical landscapes, soil conditions, and of course the ever-present climate that is quite drastic from one end of the state to the other. This program has been funded every year. I'll address Stacy Adams. He'll be, Stacy, raise your hand. He'll be talking also today in conjunction with Terry and Kathy about what they've built. In order to work this project, I've asked Terry, who works for the University of Nebraska, to serve on a part-time contractual basis, to serve as a mentor, a consultant in this project, to work with some of these growers across the state on building these season extension practices. Stacy has a lot of knowledge in that area, and he can talk a lot more about it than I can, but this program has provided money to a number of different growers. 3 growers were funded last year, so their farm tour is being held this year. I'll talk more about those farm tours later today, but an additional 3 more growers were selected for this year to build their project. Their farm tours will be held next year. These farm tours are open to the public, free of charge, and should be at least refreshments or meal provided at each one. So each grower was received up to about $5,000 in funds to build their season extension project. They did fill out an application as to what they intended to do. The one that Terry and Kathy sent through was very innovative. They built a shade structure that oftentimes you will not see in Nebraska's fruit and vegetable landscape. There were about 52 applications that came in last year that the review team reviewed. I think this team, Terry and Kathy's, probably came in, I think, about first place. We did this application again this last fall. We got 34 applications. We selected 3 from that, folks, from that round of applications. So there are a total of 6 that are funded. The project does end. Our last farm tour will be next year. So it's this specific type of project will be concluding next year, but the entire Specialty Crop Block Grant Program that consists of funding different plant research, marketing activities, good handling practices, sustainable agriculture practices, has been ongoing throughout the year. So this is kind of a mini grant within our grand scheme of our 2011 application form that we sent to the USDA. Have any questions so far? I'm going to turn it over to Stacy Adams. I've had a privilege to work with Stacy now for probably 1.5 to 2 years. He'll be handing out some pamphlets that he'll cover. He'll talk a little bit about the shade structure types, the positioning and preparation, options for shade, and shade installation. So I'm more the grant manager, but he's more the specialist on it, so I'll turn it over to him.